The Star Trek kiss between Kirk and Uhura made history as one of the first between a black and white person on TV. Even though mixed-race kisses had already happened, and England had its first about 6 years earlier, this kiss was a particularly big deal, and American TV execs were nervous about it. Why? Well, it was 1968, the year that Martin Luther King was assassinated, and only a year after the Supreme Court declared interracial marriage legal. Conversation about race was rising on both sides, with many parts of America becoming more progressive. However, in certain areas, such as the Deep South, racism was rife. NBC worried the kiss would particularly anger TV stations in this part of the country. Thankfully, they still boldly went where no American TV station had gone before. However, this kiss never would have happened if it wasn't for Martin Luther King, and not just because of his activism. After the first series of Star Trek, Nichelle Nichols, who plays Uhura, wanted to quit because she felt she didn't have enough to do. She once called her character a glorified telephone operator. However, it was Martin Luther King who convinced her to continue when they met at a fundraiser. He was a big fan of her and felt it was important that children of all races see an African-American woman appearing on TV as an equal. The kiss also might never have happened if it wasn't for the actor who played Kirk, William Shatner, because NBC tried to insist their lips never touch, using the technique of turning their heads away from the camera during the moment of the kiss. But allegedly Shatner deliberately messed around or crossed his eyes during the scene when they didn't kiss, so they had to use a take of the pair actually locking lips.
I sabotage them.
The execs were wrong to worry though. There were in fact no public complaints about the kiss apart from one bizarre racist letter. I am totally opposed to the mixing of races. However, anytime a red-blooded American boy like Captain Kirk gets a beautiful dame in his arms that looks like Uhura, he ain't gonna fight it. Although Shatner was the one who made sure the kiss was filmed properly, Nichols thought he might have been more nervous than she was for the scene to air. As she explained on Good Morning Britain later on, her grandmother and grandfather had an interracial relationship. Nichols remembers receiving one of the largest batches of fan mail ever, with many fans wanting to know what the kiss felt like. Presumably, it wasn't the worst experience for Shatner, as Nicole recalls that they had over 6 kisses, since he kept asking for another take until they ran out of time. Live long and prosper.